Hello friends, welcome to Kamath Astrology, and today we will uncover what exactly is the meaning of a combust planet in Vedic astrology. Om Shri Ramaya Namaha. So now in our school days we had special chapters on what exactly is combustion. Okay, and I remember there were three types of combustion. One was spontaneous combustion, explosive combustion, and there was some other type of combustion. But in short, combustion means something is burning. Okay, and when does something burn? When there is excessive heat produced. So what happens when you come in contact with excessive heat? Okay, you feel a burning sensation within you. Okay, and your energy drains off completely, and you are not able to perform at the optimum level because of this heat which surrounds you. Then what do you need? You need a kind of AC, a kind of cooling mechanism. Okay, that will again help you regain your strength. So if this cooling mechanism is not there, okay, the heat produced will make you sweat tremendously and you will lose all your energy. Now in the planetary world, this is exactly what is meant by a combust planet. Okay, so when any planet is in very close proximity to the sun, okay, around 5 degrees, around 8 degrees near the sun, this planet becomes combust. See, the sun is a very hot body. It has tremendous heat. Okay, and so when any planet comes in very close proximity with the sun, say around 5 degrees or 8 degrees, what happens is the sun blocks the rays or the radiation from that planet from reaching out to you. Now look at this sample horoscope. Again, I am assuming the person has the Mesh Lagna or the Aries ascendant. Okay, and in his 7th house, let us say the sun is placed at 15 degrees in the sign of Tula or Libra. Okay, and Shukra is placed at 18 degrees. So you can see that Shukra is just 3 degrees away from the sun. Okay, and therefore Shukra becomes combust in this case. Okay, that is the planet Venus or Shukra experiences the intense heat produced by the sun. Now let us say instead of being at 18 degrees, Shukra was say at 10 degrees. Okay, that is 5 degrees before the sun. Even in that case, Shukra becomes combust. So it is around 5 to 8 degrees on either side of the sun. If a planet is placed, that planet becomes combust. Now what exactly does this combust planet mean? Okay, what is the meaning of a combust planet? What a combust planet means is that you have performed some karmas in your past life. Okay, because of which the sun is coming in very close conjunction with that planet and thereby blocking its rays or radiation from reaching out to you completely, and therefore the other planet cannot give its full-fledged benefic effects to you. So in this example which we have seen, Shukra is in very close conjunction to the sun, and therefore Venus or Shukra has become combust, and therefore the native will not receive the full benefic effects of the planet Venus, despite Venus being in its own house and Sun being in debilitation in the sign of Tula or Libra. Now generally in most of the horoscopes, you will find that Mercury or Budh and Venus or Shukra, they are very close to the sun. That is, they are never more than 1 or 2 houses away from the sun. Okay, Mercury is usually only 1 house behind or generally conjunct with the sun, and Shukra may sometimes be 1 house ahead of the sun, okay, or 1 house behind the sun. Now why is this so? Now going back to my previous example, let us assume that the sun is very close to the planet Venus, okay, and the planet Venus or Shukra has become combust. So what this means is, in your past life, okay, you were obsessed with sex, you were obsessed with relationships, and now the king of all planets, that is sun, is no longer allowing the rays of Shukra or Venus to reach to you. Okay? Because he wants you to move away from that tendency. But what is the sun? The sun represents the ego. It represents the I. Okay? And in your past life, you are so obsessed with those tendencies that it is actually very difficult for you to give up those tendencies even in this life. So whenever sun is in close conjunction with Venus, okay, what it means is, in your past life, you have had a lot of sex and maintained a lot of illicit relationship with women beyond marriage. Okay? So in this life, what happens is, again, you may have the same tendency. Okay? Even though the sun is trying to block the rays, because sun represents the ego. Okay? You may have the same kind of tendencies within you. Okay? And therefore what happens is, in this life also, you may try to be behind women. So when sun is in conjunction with Venus now, two things can happen. Okay? One is, you are so obsessed or you fall in love with a woman in such a way that you cannot live without her. Okay? You are so attached to her. And that is also very bad, because tomorrow if that woman leaves you, then you may take an extreme step. The other possibility is that in this life, you come in contact with women who create problems in your life. Okay? And these problems are coming just to pay back that past karma which you had created in your previous life. So these are two possibilities or two extremities that can occur when sun is in close conjunction with Venus and Venus becomes combust. So now in the example which I have shown you, okay, Venus is placed in the 7th house of relationship. Sun is also placed in the 7th house of relationship. So what can happen is, the relationship may break down due to ego clashes between the two partners, or it may also break down because one partner is so obsessed with the other partner that he cannot live without her, and the other partner takes him for granted. Let us take one more example. Let us say the sun is in close conjunction with Mercury or Buddha. Now usually in most of the horoscopes you will find sun is very close conjunction with Mercury. Okay, majority of the people. Why is this so? Because majority of the people were obsessed with money or with knowledge or with analytical skills in their previous life. Okay, and therefore the sun is always in close proximity to Mercury. So the person can become very proud of his own knowledge when the sun is in close proximity with Mercury. It creates something called as Aditya Buddha Yoga. Okay, where the person gets a false sense of pride. He thinks he's very knowledgeable. He thinks he's very analytical. Okay, and this is one extremity. The other extremity is that because Mercury has become combust, okay, the person suffers in his communication skills. He is not able to communicate properly to others, and his relations suffer because of that. The most dangerous combination is when sun is in close conjunction with Jupiter. Okay, both are fiery planets, and Jupiter represents higher wisdom, higher knowledge. Now what happens when sun comes in close conjunction with Jupiter? Okay, the person may have a different sense of his wisdom, his knowledge, and he may think that everyone will go to hell, only I will go to heaven. My knowledge is so great. Okay, so this is a very bad thing. When sun is in close proximity with Jupiter, one develops tremendous ego. Okay, and this ego is generally related to his spiritual knowledge. So the person may develop some kind of obsession towards spiritual knowledge. Okay, it may be an obsession towards astrology, it may be an obsession to numerology, it may be an obsession towards tantra, anything. Okay, but it develops a strange kind of pride within that person, and his thoughts are very different from the rest of the world. Okay, he thinks he is above everyone and he knows everything. So it creates tremendous ego, and that is a problem when Jupiter becomes combust. Also, Jupiter is the Karaka for your children. Remember this, okay? And the sun also represents our health. So the health of children may suffer whenever sun is in close proximity with Jupiter, and this is the other extremity when Jupiter becomes combust. Now what happens when Shani is in close conjunction with the sun? Okay, now these are two extreme enemies. One is light, other is darkness. Okay, so when Shani is in close conjunction with the sun, what happens is generally the relationship with the father is not good, or the person suffers in his workplace, because sun is also representing the bosses. Okay, and Saturn is representing your workplace environment, the people you encounter in your workplace. Also Saturn represents hard work. So when it is in close conjunction with the sun, the other extremity possible is the person may become lazy. Okay, that is the signification of hard work, which is represented by Saturn, that may be lacking in that person. Okay, and therefore he will be very lazy, he will procrastinate things. When sun is in conjunction with Rahu, okay, Rahu always eclipses the sun, it is not the other way around. Okay, so what happens is the sun represents our soul. Okay, it is the king of all planets, and when Rahu comes in conjunction with the sun, what happens is the person has a tendency to cheat. Okay, he may have a lot of fear within him, but he may project it as if he is very brave. Sun conjunct Rahu also forms a kind of Pitrudosh, okay, wherein your ancestors had done some sin for which you have to pay a small portion. Okay, so Sun conjunct Rahu is not a good thing generally. It can either inflate your ego in a big way, or it can make you cheat someone, or it can create a lot of fear in your mind, but to the outside world you show as if nothing has happened. Sun conjunct Ketu. Ketu is a spiritual being. Okay, so it means in the past life you have done a lot of spiritual things. And Sun conjunct Ketu generally is a very tricky combination. Okay, if it is placed in the Lagna and say Ketu is weak or badly placed, okay, then it can cause health problems. On the other hand, Sun conjunct Ketu can make you extremely spiritual. But nevertheless, Ketu's function is to take away the significations of the house where it is placed. Okay, so if it is placed in the Lagna and conjunct the sun, even if the sun is strong, generally it will cause you health problems. If it is placed in the house of marriage, it will cause health problems to the spouse. Okay, and these sufferings are actually spiritual learnings, and through these learnings actually Ketu wants to take you closer to God. So Sun conjunct Ketu is actually a combination that takes you closer to God but can make you disinterested in material life. Sun conjunct Mars. Okay, Mars is also a very fiery planet. So what happens when Sun is conjunct Mars? Mars represents your aggression, it represents your passion. Okay, and Sun represents the soul, it represents the power. So when power comes in conjunction with passion, what happens? It produces a very dominating person. Okay, but what happens if this conjunction occurs in a watery sign, say in the sign of Cancer where Mars is debilitated? Now if Mars is debilitated and Sun is conjunct Mars, okay, the person may not use his aggression, may not use his dominance properly. Okay, and he may be treated badly by others. It is like an army officer forced to work in a kitchen. Okay, so when Sun is conjunct Mars and Mars is debilitated, generally the person suffers due to the behavior of others towards him. On the other hand, if Mars is strong and Sun is conjunct Mars, then definitely it produces a very aggressive personality. Okay, a person who will do anything to achieve his goals, who is very dominating. So what is the remedy now for combust planets? Okay, so when Sun is conjunct Venus, you know that in your past life you have some karma towards women. You are obsessed by women, or you are in multiple relationships. Okay, so what you should do is, in this life you should not be obsessed with such things. Okay, try avoiding obsession towards any woman, try avoiding falling in extreme love with any woman. So in short, whenever a planet is combust, you must keep a balanced view with respect to the significations related to that planet. So in the case of Venus, when Venus becomes combust and is in close conjunction with the sun, you need to be careful about your relationship with women. Okay, you should try and live a steady married life, not fall into multiple relationships, do extramarital affairs, etc. Okay, because that will further spoil your Venus. Similarly, if Jupiter is combust or Jupiter is in close conjunction with the sun, okay, do not be very proud of your knowledge. Don't think that you know everything, because as you learn more, you will realize that you know lesser and lesser in reality. Okay, there are a lot of things that you don't know, and avoid pride. When Jupiter is conjunct sun, avoid pride, avoid ego, learn to be humble. When Mercury is conjunct the sun or Mercury becomes combust, do not be very proud of your knowledge. Okay, do not be obsessed by money. Try to do charity. Okay, try to use your knowledge in a constructive way to help others. So when you know a planet is combust, okay, learn to be balanced with related to the significations of that planet. Don't try to overdo the significations related to that planet. So when Venus is combust, don't try to overindulge with women. Don't try to have multiple relations, etc. So friends, this is my analysis of what exactly is a combust planet and what can be a remedy for combust planets, how you can improve them in your horoscope. If you like this video, please mark it as liked on YouTube. You can subscribe to our channel Kamath Astrology by clicking the subscribe button. So when we add a new video, you are automatically notified. For any queries, email me at astrosevaworld@yahoo.com, or you can also reach us through our website astroseva.tripod.com or our application Kamath Astrology on Google Play Store. So friends, thanks a lot. We'll see you soon shortly with another video. Till then, bye. Take care.